If you've been looking for the #1 accessory to up your barbecue game, these glove liners and gloves are them, bar none. Let me tell you a story. There's a real fun thing in barbecue, and that is the progression of someone from not knowing to knowing. Going on that journey from not knowing to knowing is just something that is so fun, because in this outdoor live fire cooking, it's such a hands-on process. And on that journey from not knowing to knowing, you get to enjoy the process. Very few things beat a calm day where you know you're gonna get to barbecue. You get your favorite cut of meat. You get out all your cool barbecue toys. You grab your favorite knife for trimming. You take your time with that meat because this is just you time. You trim it down even though you know it probably doesn't matter in the long run, but you're gonna make it look just like you want it to make. You season it up with your favorite rub, which I'm not gonna lie to you guys, for me, that's Cosmo's Q Honey Pecan. It's a limited release he does every once in a while, so keep your eye out for that, and when you get it to try it, let me know if you love it as much as I do. You get out a flamethrower to light up your grill. You just sit there and enjoy the smoke while it's coming up. But then, for some reason in our arsenal, we all have a pair of these silicone style gloves that we use for barbecue that never make the product better, in my opinion. We only make mistakes when we use these, or at least I do. For some reason, when we're getting into barbecue, these make sense to us, right? You buy them once, they're high temperature, we can handle our meat coming on and off the grill, you know, because we're cooking with pork butts and briskets, things that are too big for a spatula or a single set of tongs. Because not long into this specific cook, we're gonna have to turn this picnic ham to get it to cook nice and even. And when we do, there's a good chance we're gonna rub the rub off or mess up the bark if it's there. We've spent 2 hours building this bark and we just messed it up because we had the wrong tool. Even worse, I found out the hard way that these things can develop little pin-sized holes that you don't know are there, and as you're reaching into a pan to get your meat out of it, that hot juice can get in there and you can't get away from it. Think about it, you've got these hands into a pan, some hot grease gets in on your fingers, your gloves are now greasy and you're trying to pull them off, and even right now with these clean, they're not the easiest things in the world to get off and get a grip on. You've got no chance, you're just gonna have to deal with that burn. But don't worry, there is a simple, affordable answer that everybody who's been here for a while knows about in barbecue. It's the #1 game changer to your barbecue game. Absolutely necessary for every single cook. So we're just gonna hop into the car, drive to our local Harbor Freight, buy a couple packs of these super cheap gloves. They're just white cotton. I like the ones with the yellow on them. I don't even know what the difference is between the yellow and the green. I just buy the yellow ones. And since we're here, we're gonna pick up a pack of nitrile gloves because they go hand in hand. Pro tip, when you buy your nitrile gloves for your white cotton gloves, go one size bigger than what your hand is because you'll need a little bit of extra space. But now that you have them, white glove, nitrile glove, nitrile glove. And at that point, you would be able to handle any temperature heat that's barbecue related. You can get your hands right into that pork butt to pull it. Don't worry about the juices, don't worry about burning yourself. Because if you stayed with me this long, this is the real secret to barbecue. This is the real #1 accessory, and that is your fingers. Barbecue flavors can change depending on who you're feeding to. You know, you're gonna wanna feed them the flavors they like. Tenderness, however, is incontrovertible. It's either tender or it's not. You either rendered that fat down or you didn't. There is no lying there. Using white cotton gloves with nitrile gloves allows you to be able to use that muscle memory in these hands. Now click on this Gravity 980 pork butt video and watch these gloved hands pull some pork, no problem.